All right, let's talk about the one thing that really matters. It's not about how much money you have or how lucky you are. Nope. It's about the one resource we all get in the exact same amount: time. Every single one of us gets 24 hours a day. So the real question is, what are you actually doing with it?
And I mean that. This isn't just some random question to kick things off. It's a direct challenge. Think about it. Some people are using their 24 hours to get smarter, to get healthier, to build something amazing. And others, well, they're just letting it slip away. So as we go through this, I really want you to keep asking yourself that question: what am I doing with my time?
So this is our first big idea. Time is the ultimate universal currency. It doesn't care if you're rich or poor, where you were born, none of that. You can't buy more time. It is the one level playing field we are all standing on, right now.
And this is where it really clicks. The comparison is so simple, but it's huge. You could lose every single penny to your name. And you know what? You could, in theory, earn it all back. But a second you've wasted, an hour you've spent doing nothing, it's gone, forever. You can never get it back. Time is the one thing you can't renew. And that makes every single moment unbelievably precious.
Wow. Let that one sink in for a minute. This is the core of it all right here. It's a blunt truth, but it's a necessary one. If you're not actively investing your time in yourself, in your skills, in your knowledge, then you are, by default, using that same time to build someone else's dream. It's a powerful reason to start seeing your time as a direct investment in your own freedom.
Okay, so this leads us right into our next big idea. We're going to challenge a concept you hear all the time: work-life balance. For those of us who are trying to build something, the argument here is that balance isn't the goal. The goal should be something way more powerful: urgency.
Now, this question is designed to sting a little, to make you stop and really think. If you're young, if you don't have a ton of assets yet, what exactly are you balancing? The idea here is that this phase of your life isn't meant for comfort and relaxation. It's for the hustle. It's for growth. It's for that urgent push to build a foundation for your future.
And this just lays it all out, doesn't it? It shows the two completely different mindsets. Look, there's nothing wrong with relaxing or partying. But while one person is doing that, the builder is using that exact same time to prepare. They're reading, they're studying, they're planning. They're not just living in the present, they're literally constructing their future, brick by brick.
And this brings us to some really tough questions we have to ask ourselves. If you got fired tomorrow, what would you do? Could you land on your feet? If the platform your business relies on just vanished, would you still have a business? These questions force you to figure out if your value is tied to something external, like a job title or a degree, or if it's internal. Is it tied to the skills you actually have inside you? Because that is real security.
So that's the what. But what about the how? How do you build that real internal value? Well, the answer isn't sexy. It's not glamorous. It's all about embracing the power of consistent, disciplined, and often boring work. This is where the real transformation happens.
Okay, let's break down 3 of these foundational skills. First up, the ability to sell. And I'm not just talking about selling a product. I mean selling an idea, selling a vision, selling yourself in an interview. It's about persuasion. If you can communicate value and get people on board, you will always be able to create your own opportunities.
Second, the ability to write, and write clearly. Writing is just thinking, put down on paper. It forces you to organize your thoughts, to explain complicated things simply. It's a superpower that opens up so many doors, whether you're crafting the perfect email or writing a business plan.
And finally, the big one: the ability to think. To really think critically. To see a complex problem, break it all down, and then build a new solution from the ground up. This is the ultimate asset. Life doesn't just reward you for knowing the answer. It rewards you for being able to figure out the answer and create something valuable out of thin air.
Now, I know all of this can sound a bit overwhelming, but look at this number. Just 1 hour. That's it. 1 single hour a day dedicated to learning something new. The argument is that this tiny, consistent investment builds on itself so powerfully that in just 1 year, your knowledge will have completely lapped your peers.
This is such a brilliant paradox, isn't it? The daily grind, the stuff that feels boring, like reading or practicing a skill over and over, that's what actually builds the foundation for a truly exciting life filled with freedom and options. But if you only chase the next exciting thing, the next distraction, your life will eventually become very, very boring.
So how you actually stick with the boring stuff? It's not about waiting to feel motivated. As this says, motivation is like a shower. It feels good, but it doesn't last.
Discipline, on the other hand, is a system. It's a muscle you build. It's about creating habits that carry you forward even on the days you don't feel like it. That's the real game changer.
And you know, a huge part of building that discipline comes down to your environment. So take a hard look at the people you spend your time with. Are they pushing you to be better? Are you guys talking about big ideas? Or are they just keeping you comfortable right where you are? Your circle can either be your launch pad to the stars, or it can be your cage.
All right, let's bring this all home. This last section is about connecting all that hard work you're doing today with the person you're trying to become. It's about earning the future that's waiting for you.
This timeline maps it out perfectly. The journey starts now, not tomorrow, not someday. The work you put in today is what literally creates that version of you 5 years down the road. The person who's healthier, wealthier, wiser, living that beautiful future you dream about.
This might just be the most powerful question of them all. Just for a second, imagine that future you is watching what you're doing right now. What would they see? Would they be cheering you on? Or would they be yelling at you to put down your phone and get to work? Use that vision. Don't let that future version of you down.
And let's be 100% clear, this journey is not easy. Not at all. Today is hard.
And you know what? Tomorrow's going to be even harder. This is the moment. This is the point where almost everyone gives up.
But if you can just push through that, the day after tomorrow is beautiful. The reward is on the other side of that struggle.
And this is the final, urgent warning. That harder tomorrow, that's where most dreams go to die. People quit right in the middle of the fight, just before the breakthrough. So please, don't die on tomorrow. Endure it, because that beautiful future is real, and it is waiting for you.
So we end right where we started, with a simple choice. Your 24 hours are sitting right in front of you. Every single day, you get to decide. Are you going to fill that time with excuses for why you can't? Or are you going to fill it with progress, one small, disciplined step at a time? The choice is all yours.